Hey everybody, I'm Brett. Today we're going to be talking about tapping. So this is the intro to tapping, part one. We play you the example we're going to work through, and then we'll break it down and explain everything. All right, here we go. So what's going on here? I just have three notes that are being played in ascending order. But if we did this, there's kind of an upper limit to how fast we can play those notes on a single string, especially when I don't have a pick and I'm trying to do it all with one finger. Maybe there are better ways to do it. I don't know. See. It's not great. So tapping lets us play patterns and groups of notes that at speeds that would not be possible otherwise. It's kind of a crutch a lot of people lean on. Who cares, right? If the notes happen, if it sounds the way you want, then it's right. If it sounds right, it's right. Ingve, as always, was correct. All right, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the whatever finger you want on your picking hand, or if you want to use something else, whatever. I'm going to use my first finger. Usually when I do this, I'm holding a pick and I use my middle finger and this kind of Steve Vai sort of hand shape. I think he's got the right of it, where the first index finger and thumb are kind of, I don't know, they're bolstering that middle finger. But for simplicity's sake, we're going to use the index finger for now. So I'm going to hammer on the note. So if I turn the volume off, you can still hear it. I'm not just mushing the string down, hoping a note's going to happen. I am adding energy into the string. I'm making that note happen. That's how I made two notes happen. All right, so after that, I'm going to pluck the string a little bit. And if you notice, my first finger is holding the 5th fret of the 2nd string, almost like a capo. It's not going anywhere. So if you're new to this technique, I would strongly advise just taking those two notes, or any two notes on a single string. They could be see what happens when you move them around. You know, maybe some inspirational strike. You'll stop watching the video. You go, I'm going to go write this down, or, you know, make a quick recording of it. Found something cool, you know. So after you've got the hang of that right hand thing, or the picking hand thing, forgive me, you left-handed players, please just flip left and right for me. So after we make the pull off, I'm going to hammer on the 9th fret with the pinky. So instead of leaving a little gap at the end, I'm going to do my best to try to make this loop. Uh-oh. What happened? I'm expecting to hear an E note after that high B. But what happened there, my pinky was still on the 9th fret. So instead of hearing the E like I want, right, to have the notes ascending each time, E, G sharp, B, E, G sharp, B, we heard E, G sharp, B, G sharp. So what we want to do is make sure the pinky is out of the way while the first finger is down on the 2nd string. Let me turn it down a little bit. A little noisy with these single coil pickups. Move the pinky. Move the pinky. So this is really the tricky part of this lick, or in a lot of tapping licks, is just timing when your fingers move out of the way. And if you notice, even if I'm going fast, my pinky's going. It's not like it's going super fast, right? It's not inhuman speed. It's the sum total of the technique that creates this mega, like, Hall & Oates kind of sound. So practice it slow. How slow it really would be. And then think of these as triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And then gradually, if you have a metronome going, speed it up. So you go 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And then you get to a point where you'll think of these more as sextuplets, right? So if you're going... I think I was... There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 taps per count. Let's see, 4 taps per count. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what notes those are, but it's a lot. And if you stay on one chord, one position like this too long, you're gonna make yourself nuts and anyone else who's in the house with you. So once you're really solid with doing this on one string, I've been using the 2nd string, you can use the 1st, you can use the 6th, whatever is the most comfortable for you. And if this stretch is too much, make it easy, you know, just make it maybe the 8th, 10th, and 12th frets. The idea is just to get used to the technique and to get the timing down and getting that finger out of the way so that you have these continuously ascending notes. This is just one pattern. We could play it the other way. That sounds like, what is that? Blinded by the light. But we have the same problem there, where we have to get the 3rd finger onto the string while the tap is there. So ascending, descending, I don't think one's really any easier than the other, but the ascending one is the more common one, and it seems to be the one, I don't know, in my opinion, that sounds cooler. So we'll stick with that for now. We'll cover other patterns in other parts of this series, but let's stick with that for now. So once you're familiar and you're comfortable and you've got it wired on one string, start thinking about moving it from string to string. So I'm going to start on the 6th string, and I'm going to cruise down the strings towards the floor. So musically, we're going to be ascending. Try that again. Sounds cool. Sounds like, I don't know, some classical thing or something. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to cover here in this part 1 of this video series? I think I'm going to call it a day there, and we'll come back and present some different shapes and describe maybe some things we can do from a music theory standpoint with these 3 notes to make some cool things happen. So, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.